Variable Play, welcome to another Just Sleeving. This time around, I'm sleeving Comic Hunters, specifically Marvel Comic Hunters. Meanwhile, let me just share the stream. Happy weekend, everyone. I hope you guys are enjoying the break. Group. Okay. Just go through. So, how is everyone? How is your weekend? Did you guys try? Did you guys collect? Uh, is this solo? Oh, solo book. Solo. Oops, sorry. Group. There is a solo for this, so we can share. Solo board gamers. Did you guys try to collect comics? I not a lot, not a lot. To be honest, when I was young, I couldn't afford uh, to buy comics, but definitely I would read uh, my friends' copies. Just be going through. I love books. It was easier for me to get books. Uh, the yeah. So and books you can go and stay in the library and figure out which in our school there was a whole shelf of Nancy Drew, and uh, it didn't look like it because it pretty much looked like uh, it literally looked like it was a it was one of those old encyclopedias, but it wasn't. Okay, it's good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Alrighty. Okay. Hi everyone. So today I will be sleeving Comic Hunters, Marvel Comic Hunters, and uh, it is a okay. Good question. Where did I cleaned up my bagel, so now I don't know where stuff are. But I may have thrown that away. Okay. Anyway, it's such an old. So I might as well find like a new oh, cutter. That's for cutting. That's so weird. Okay. Oh no, I found it. It was here. My, pretty banged up. It's still alive. Didn't wanna. It's not quitting on me. You can see how how really used this is. Okay. All right. We'll clean that up. Okay. So Marvel Comic Hunters is a drafting set collection game. You'll be collecting Marvel comics, and these are featuring all of different covers from sort of later era to like the really classic ones. Okay, this is already the English copy because back in the day there was only the Spanish one, only in Brazil, or the Portuguese one in Brazil. So we have the board. Okay. Then we will have some tokens. see. Ah, so they are, that's what they say, a little bit on the flimsy side of things. It's okay. Oh, but there's also a disc, a big disc that, of course, Stanley's uh, signature glasses are there. Then we have scoring pads, and then the deck. Okay, we will likely not be using this, but we will find out what one. Oh, like perfect. Thank you. First, know that we will be sleeving them. Good that they don't have those. Perfect. The likelihood of them to be, we can fit them back with sleeves is going much higher. Okay, we'll punch these out. These are fairly straightforward. Tokens. They're like the tokens for Dungeon Mayhem. It's not that they're gonna be moving them around, honestly. So it's really more of just wanting to preserve them as much as you can. But they're fairly sturdy. Yeah, struggling a bit in popping them out. So these are different heroes and other aspects that you're tracking in the game. Yeah, where's this? And then you have your heroes. Thor. I think that's Black Widow. It's Doctor Strange. Possibly. So we have the hero tokens. Yeah. Spider-Man. So Captain America. Doctor Strange. Spider-Man. Iron Man. Hulk. Black Panther. Thor. Is this Black Widow or Deadpool? Wolverine? No. The ones who know their comics are like, what, Ron? Yes. I'm so sorry. All right. Them all there. Good. Please. Start. I'm guessing that's the starting there. Probably. All right. And then we have the era decks, the cards that we will be drafting. I think that's the main thing that we will be playing for. Hero 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I forgot. I still have other tokens I have to punch out. I think these are trackers already for the different players. They're stiff, it's just that they're quite thin. But I'm planning to buy some token the coin uh, capsules, and that should. I just wanted to be sure with the size first. Anything I missed? Anything I missed? No, 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 no. Oh, no. Okay. There you go. There. I'm debating whether I wanna. Yeah, 4 players. So it's easier for players. But if probably I'll need it once I have my tokens, because it would be, yeah, more than. Okay, all right, cool, cool, cool. Okay, so our most important bit of why we're here. We're going to be leaving the cards. They are standard size, so all good. That one. Right. We have here World War Hulk. And yeah, so it is Black Widow a while ago. Widowmaker, Ultimate Fallout. This is Lady Thor. Another Thor comic, but there are other characters in there. Thor. Final issue. Another Thor. Ages of Thunder. Card stock is pretty good. You have Doctor Strange. Strange. You have Captain America. Doctor Strange and Spider-Man. You have Iron Man. Iron Man. Hulk and Doctor Strange. Hulk. Dark Sun. Hercuthor. Thor versus Thorculis. Hulk. Marvel Now. You have the Red Hulk here. Spider-Man, Gwen Stacy. Doctor Strange. 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 How does this play as one player though? Because if it's a lot of drafting. Captain America, Civil War, Captain America, Civil War. Being the aesthetic. Black Widow. Black Widow #1. Black Widow. Black Panther. Here we go. Wakanda forever. Panther. Yeah, Black Panther with first contact. Captain America. Black Panther versus Black Panther 2099. Avengers. Pretty much everyone's going to be there. Amazing Spider-Man. Hey. Venom. Spider-Man with Doc Ock. And Captain America. Alright. That is Era 1 cards. Ooh. Find out in a bit how to play this game. I have some idea, but I want to learn how the solo will work. Okay. Let's already set that on in the box. Let's see. Oh, beautiful. It fits right in. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for designing. I mean, it is about collectors and about collecting stuff. So you know that the collectors who will buy it, leave it. Right. Next set. Amazing Spider-Man. Thor. Another Thor. Lot of Thor. This is the Thor. Better Ray build. Yeah. So we have Spider-Man and Doctor Doom. No. This is which Goblin was this? And Iron Man. Oh, not Iron Man. And the Hulk. It's versus. We got Marvel Fanfare. Turning Mystery. Iron Man. And Hulk. Bruce Banner. Incredible Hulk. Here's this. 1988. Incredible Hulk, 1986. 1986 Incredible Hulk. Hulk, Future Imperfect, 1993. Yeah, Doctor Strange, 1993. Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme. Wow. Doctor Strange already has a Sorcerer's Supreme storyline in 1988. Doctor Strange, 1997. Ooh, this is one cool Doctor Strange. Yeah, look at that. Never seen this comic before. Now I'm interested. Sorcerer Supreme. Doctor Strange is one of my favorite. Um, more so than Spider-Man or Captain America or even Iron Man, for that matter. Because I was more fascinated with the magical arts, and then the whole time travel, time manipulation thing, time powers that Doctor Strange acquires. Of course, Captain America had a really iconic run. Captain America versus Iron Man. Black Widow, Web of Intrigue, 1999. Another Black Widow, 1999. Yeah, oh, Black Panther. Panther. Another Black Panther. When I was younger, I was mixing two heroes. I thought Black Panther is Phantom. Different game. Different different altogether. Black Panther was way cooler. The Avengers 1999. Amazing Spider-Man with Carnage. Spider-Man with Venom. And Amazing Spider-Man running as Venom. Captain America. America. Right. Now, that's set sleep, and then we are good to go to learn how to play the game. Quick clean up. Now, ooh, these are vintage 1968 Thor. It's always been mesmerizing for me. Comics is the fact that, uh, sure, art style, techniques may have changed, and you can see sort of how we modernized one's perception of technology, because it's based on what was accessible at that time. But yeah, the art form has not really changed. I mean, it has in terms of the colors and the what is accessible, things like that. So perception of what an iron suit would be over time has changed. Techniques on coloring, but art is art, and it has been the same. You're converting an idea from a medium onto a flat medium, such as paper. Yeah, it's Tales of Suspense. Iron Man first. This is um, where he first. I mean, he wasn't even the first Iron Man suit yet. Very first prototype. The Strange, Marvel Premiere. Oh, I love that. Black Panther. Oh, Killmonger is here. Nice. Thor. Invincible Iron Man. Hulk versus Doc Samson. Um, isn't that Shazam? King size special. Doctor Strange, 1969. Dormammu. Doctor Strange. Daredevil. But this one is with Black Widow. So I think that's when she first appeared, probably. No, versus. Versus. Captain America. Falcon. Black Panther. Avengers. 1971. Who is this? Oh, T'Challa. Black Panther, but he's removing his mask. The Red Guardian. Captain America. Spider-Man against, of course, classic Green Goblin. Spider-Man versus Black Widow. Spider-Man again with Green Goblin. All right. Okay. Good. Shuffle in. All right. So, let's figure out how we play this game now. Let's put that in there. The three first on the side. Let's open up the board. We have here our tablet. Okay. And it's basically 9 drafts. And then we now check how well we did with our collection. Very in. So, earn points by having the most sought after collection. So for the setup, choose 2 heroes except for Doctor Strange. So Doctor Strange is always included. Let's say we Black Widow and Iron Man. Okay. Now let's include with 1, 2, or 3 players. Oh, okay. Okay. With 4 players, all heroes are involved. Ah, okay. All right. hero tracker table. So assemble the 8 hero tokens as follows. So 1, 2, and then 3. So 4 players. So 1 hero for 2 and 3. And 2 and then 3. 1, 3, and then 4. So our highest rank is there. It's going to be our ranking of most sought after until the okay. And then we have our trackers. So I think gonna be each player places their token at the secret stash. So there. So basically you have 15 stash that we can use later on. What else? We need the check mark. Also need these guys. So that's going to be for the first round until we go down. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. These are the shuffled. And those are the wrappers for each. Okay. Highlight tokens, first round. Secret stash. First player mark. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. Score pad, first player token goes. Good evening, bro. How are you? Right. So, then. Bad idea. Okay. So we have store, flea market, auction site, convention. Okay. Okay. So store, flea market, convention, assessment, store, auction site, convention, and then flea market, auction site, convention. Okay. So those are the trackers and then you do some checks. Okay. All right. So for the cards, let's just examine the cards. So this is the age and also the market value. I guess the conversion of when we're using it. Cover art. Title notation number 4. Hero icons. Highlight icon. So this is Captain America. And then the highlights are these, which is, well, it's the market badge, so it's 1, contemporary age, 2 is modern, and 3 is classic. So I guess being, and it's 2015, so this is already modern era. So the price of the comics go up, of course, the older they are. So that's why those are the harder to find ones. These are then the highlights. So we have the number 1 and a new look, which is yeah, this is all new Captain America. There you go. Okay. Right. So stage one, treasure hunting stage. So each game of Comic Hunters is divided in 3 rounds, each round 2 stages. Treasure hunting, you visit the 3 of the 4 locations to acquire comic book cards in the various ages. Then stage two, assemble the collections. You will start to expand your comic book card collection for one or more heroes and update the highlights on the track. Okay. So how to play for 3 or 4? Learn how to play a match with only 1 or 2 players. Maybe there's a two-player section and a solo mode section. Okay. All right. So basically, it's 4 types of drafting systems. Let's look at the store. So the way the store works is the traditional. Uh, so each player will get 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so for you guys. And then 4 for another player. Let's add another color. Okay. And then, yeah, this is not the standard choose one card, one card, and then pass the rest, right? Choose one card, same time to the left. Okay. Left. Okay, that's pretty standard. The other one is flea mark. So we will keep doing that until there are no more cards to pass. And your last card is the one you. And add all of the face down cards in front of you. Okay. So we then that's that. So you pick whichever, set them aside, and that's what you collected for that store visit. Okay. So that is that flea market. So for the flea market is where you'll find comics published in the 80s and 90s, modern age values. Set up the flea market. So it's like this is like the Coloretto style. If you guys ever played that. So the idea is there are without positions available in this room. Make a column from the draw pile equal to the number of players. Okay, so number of players, 1. Reveal a card from the deck, place it on the first available position from left to right in the available rows, no more than 4 cards. Make a column from the draw pile, put the number of players. In the first position on each row, when it's your turn, perform one of 2 actions. Basically, there's that. So either reveal a card from the deck, place it on the first available position from left to right, on any of the available rows, maximum of 4. So you can basically, so I being the first player, for example, and I wanted to collect, right? So let's say I wanted to, it's a bad idea to collect that. Sure. Okay. All right. So maybe we'll do that. Yeah. So and I can see here. So let's say I'm interested in Doctor Strange, right? So the drafting system here is either take this and I've already taken. That's it for my turn. For me for this round. Yeah. Uh, once all the players have picked up, I basically draw a card and decide where I can put it. And let's say I want to persuade somebody else. Black Panther is fairly low, but let's say I want to give them a reason, so I'll put it there. Then you guys will then draw a card and choose. You don't know that I'm interested in Doctor Strange, for example. So let's say you put it there. Goes to this guy. Pick that up. Ooh, too much for Black Panther, so maybe they'll put it there. Okay, goes back. Me. We have here Spider-Man. Uh, yeah, and Hulk. So this is pretty not so great of a card. So maybe I'll put it there. Okay, and then next player, Black Panther again. So not a lot of spaces. So they say, okay, I'm gonna lock this down so that if ever somebody wants to get it. So let's say this guy is interested in this, they then pick it up. That's there for the turn. So that means we can keep picking this up, but it's more of like whether the opponent wants it or not. That's kind of interesting. So let's say they put it here. I will, so it's back and forth for us now. Do I want to push my luck and be forced to make that really interesting? So I don't know. Let's say let's do that. And maybe they're interested in Spider-Man. But it's highly unlikely. That's first. So I could put it there. Example. They might get this, or they might pick up one, put it there. And now I have a choice. I will pick this up. And then you guys pick this up. All right. Okay. So that's the flea market. And then we go to the convention center. Sorry? Convention. We go to convention. Okay. What does a convention look like? This is the grid thingy. So, first, so it's pretty massive, but um, it's basically like a grid of sorts. That. Oh, you guys can see it. Sorry. Yeah. So imagine a 5x5 grid, but the middle one is empty. Okay. Imagine a 5x5 grid. And so that's not set up. We'll have a turn to choose cards. So when it's your turn, before choosing, you can slide one card left, up, right, down the grid, moving it through empty spaces to a new position. This movement is optional. The card can move through any empty space, as many empty spaces you wish, changing direction, as long as the empty space allows you to do so. And then say a name of a hero in the column or row of the grid, and you pick all comics of that hero in that column or row. Okay, yeah. So for example, let's see. So I'm starting and I'm interested in, and yeah, this is filled up. So it's kind of like how it's gonna work out. Okay. Obviously, that's likely. So maybe I have more Thor, Doctor Strange here and there. We don't know. Can't really see it. Uh, so modern, kind of like modern artish, but hand management, not exactly hand management. So you're trying to acquire as much cards as you can. You're doing set bonus collection on the different icons that you're getting, and you're navigating different drafting systems. So for example, here I can move Doctor Strange this way, and then I say Doctor Strange here, and I pick up all of the Doctor Strange, and that's my turn. Uh, and then I think you keep doing that until until everyone has taken two times. Yeah. So next player decides. Say they're picking up Thor. Oh, Strange is there too. I could have. So there's a bit of like a manipulation where maybe I'll pick up something else first. Let's say I move this guy over here, and then you guys Thor. Next person. Now it's a little bit more open. They were interested in Black Panther, which wasn't much there. So next best thing is Hulk. So let's say they do that. So they can just take Hulk. And so everybody does that until everyone has taken twice, and then that's the convention. How conventions work. So now we have our stuff. We've done our. Now we have to assemble our collection. Uh, so each collection is built around comics of a specific hero. So to start the collection, you have to place down two or more comic book cards of the same hero icon. And you must pay market value for these cards. However, collections with two comic book cards do not count collections, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Even if a card has two icon of two heroes, it's only is part of one collection. All comic book cards in a collection must have the same hero icon. Okay. All right, so we're going to start a collection. So obviously, I'm going to start a collection with Doctor Strange. So expanding a collection, only collections with three comic book cards or more score at the end of the game. So two to start, at least three for it to score. If you already have a collection of a particular hero in the gaming area, you can expand this collection, placing down new comic cards, same hero icon as existing collection. Remember that you need to pay market value to these cards. New cards are initially placed down in a line just above the collection, and that they will expand once you pay the market value, update the highlights and the cards as so. Okay. You must pay market value with any cards you place down at this stage, whether it's the beginning or expanding the collection. The market value of a comic book is the same as the number at the back of the card and underneath. So to pay for cards placed down at this stage, you must discard cards from your hand and add up to enough market value to match or exceed the market value comic book cards you wish to play. Okay. So they're all ones. So that means that we're basically picking up Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange. Oh, I have a lot of them. So I have 5 Doctor Strange. And I'm gonna be discarding. I'm gonna basically sell all of these or trade or I did traded these other 5 cards. So any comic book cards discarded in the stage are added to the convention deck and is immediately reshuffled. You can keep a maximum of 2 cards in your hand from one round to the next. Any surplus must be added to the convention deck, which is then reshuffled. Alright, so I pay the 5. That is my collection. So I have a lot big. Started out with a big collection of Doctor Strange. And now we update stuff. Updating highlights. Whether the comic book cards you added to your collection contain any number of highlight icons. Check whether for each icon that corresponds to a track, advance or don't in that track. Okay, so we got number 1, none of that. I have one of these, so get one. I will green, for example. I get one there. One on the first. Okay. And then 2 on the diamonds. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much how that collection thing works. Then we move that to the next era. And end of the game. So I have 5 that of Doctor Strange. That is 10 points. Plus whatever points I have on the highlights. Which is, I think, sort of like a leaderboard. Whoever has the most on each track will get 15, 12, 8. Okay, rearranging your collections. Cannot go lower than 2, but you can move things around. Yeah, so it could be, for example, later on that I wanted to build the Spider-Man, and I can pick this off, put it on the Spider. Yeah, and then end of the round. Okay. And then we have end of game scoring. So collection size, that's here. Then varied collections. The more collections you have, different heroes in your game, the more victory points you receive in the varied collections table. Where do is that this one? No, that one. What's the varied collection? Comic Book Hunters board. Is it this one? This one. There, varied collection. Okay, okay, okay. So any X number of heroes, you gain that many points. Cool, cool. Okay, got it, got it, got it. Um, Highlight track and then secret stash. I wasn't able to talk about the secret stash because that is related to options, which we weren't able to experience in the first round. So auctions, the way the auctions work is, so this is an online auction. Collectors complete by bid for editions published in the 1960s, 70s, classic age. So that's why it's also on later eras where that is available. So to set up this location, first player takes cards from the deck, arranges them into lots. First lot is 5 cards. The last lot must contain 3 cards. And then you just bid with the stash. So basically, there will be lots. So yeah, and then It's 5443. Um, and then they just bid. You're bidding this, which is sort of like your secret stash budget. Move your color token down. Cannot have less than one, less than zero. Sorry. So, and if you're there, you cannot. If the initial bidder won, the player immediately choose new lot. Their secret stash represents your comic that are less important to you, such as duplicates, common covers. Okay, gotcha. So you're using your secret stash. And secret stash points at the end of the game. This will be your points. In essence, if you never spend, it's not that you can you do that? Can you not spend? Like just get stuff for free? Um, ah, we'll get them paying secret stash point equal to the number of cards in the lot. So you must pay with the number of cards. Yeah. Okay. And if you can't, then you cannot participate. All right. Fair enough. Okay. So there you have it. That is Comic Hunters. I'm excited to play this and enjoy it with fellow Marvel fans. It's super cool. So the Era 1 has a uh, more modern uh, set, and then yeah, as you go into the later era, then it also changes. Awesome. Okay, I have it. So that is Comic Hunters. Yeah, we'll have more than enough of the tokens later on. It's there. It's on top. There you have it. Comic Hunters. By Spin Master. And this is, I think, the US one that produced it, but the Brazil company is what? Is Meeple BR. There. Buccaneers. All right, there you go. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, this is Ron Villaver. See you guys. Bye.